Peace and love. Bam. So in this video, I am going to be doing a better business hoodoo spell, and I'm going to walk you guys through what it is I'll be doing, what I'll be using, all of the jazz. So one of my divine goddesses, I don't like to use the word client. That's not my thing. Look up the definition of client. My babies, y'all are way more than that, than some fucking client. So I personally like to say divine god or divine goddess. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a better business spell, a follow-up for one of my divine goddesses. She did the spell before and it did great for her, but she was on vacation for a week and she just, just wants that extra while she, gets back into the groove of running her business. So I will be using one of these candles. I like to call them jumbo candles, or you can use a pull-out candle. So that's pretty much going to be a candle without the glass. Now, a 7-day candle or a 14-day or whatever candle, like I had in the video before this one, with those type of candles, you're reading the glass. With these type of candles, like a pull-out candle or like a jumbo candle, you're more so reading the wax and paying attention to the flame. With the 7-day, you're paying attention to the flame as well, but with the pull-out or a jumbo candle, you're more so reading the wax and looking at the flame as well. So what I typically like to do is with these type of candles, I like to, being that we're drawing in more business for her, what I did was I take the candle and I put it upside down, and I put the name of her business onto the candle upward, because we want to draw that in. If you were doing like a cleanse or releasing something, you would do downward, if that makes sense. So if you're releasing, downward. If you're bringing something to you, upward. So what I did with this candle, I carved it with a pen, and I carved in the name of her business. I carved in her full name, her full birthday, and I put a affirmation on the candle. And the affirmation is, I now earn more business than I can keep up with. I now earn more business than I can keep up with. And I put that on the candle. So of course, before I'm about to do anything with this candle, I did cleanse it with Florida water and sage. So this is already cleansed. Now, the first thing that I would do y'all, I get so excited. I feel like I jump all over the place, but please bear with me. As I make these videos, I promise to get better than that, because I feel like I just be all over the place. So I carve it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this in my hands and I'm going to pray, and I'm going to activate this candle. So after you have prayed over the candle with strong intention, what I do next is, all right, hold on. I'm actually going to move this so y'all can actually see what it is I'm doing. Perfect. So got the candle. Hold on. All right, so we got the candle. Now, after you've carved the candle, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take some blessed oil. I actually made this oil myself. I put herbs and oils and stuff like that in it. Herbs and oils, duh. I put herbs in it, and of course, this is the oil that I use, by the way, to make my oils. This is what I use. I've already prayed over this oil. I've actually charged this oil. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some. Ooh. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pray and bless this oil. After I bless it, I'm going to rub the oil. I'm pretty much like mixing the oil with the prayer, if that makes sense. So I'm mixing it up, and then I'm going to take the candle and rub the oil all over the candle. And when I'm doing this, now there's a reason why I have this right here, you're about to see in a second, but I'm going to rub it all in. And when I'm rubbing it, as you can see, I'm going upward. We want to bring all those blessings. Even occasionally, what I'll do is Like I'll bring it towards myself and I'll say, bring a consistent business in for such and such. Draw in more business for such and such. Every now and again I'll do that. But you just really want to get that oil up in there. And you're pretty much, when you're doing the oil too, what you're also doing is you're like sealing in what you wrote all over the candle. I usually load the candle, but this go around, being that it is a follow-up, I didn't feel called to do that. And I'll show y'all how to load a candle in a future video. But I didn't load it this go round. Usually for follow-ups, I don't really do all the extraness. But also, I want to throw this out there too for all my entrepreneurs, business owners out there. Keep in mind, when you're doing work for your business, there has to be action behind it. There isn't a you know, just light a candle and then now you about to have a line wrapped around your business. Like, you still got to put in that work. This is just you really, again, this is you using the candle as a vessel to specifically put what it is that you want out into the universe. So you really want to put that in there. I usually rub it in for like a good minute. Usually when like the candle gets real warm and hot, that's usually when I stop. And honestly, if you know how to beat a dick, you should know how to do this. Like, it's not hard. If you know how to beat a dick, you should be able to put oil on a candle. Just a little humor, a little jokey joke. But you just want to keep at it. Even if you want to add a little bit more oil, you can. But I put enough up here, so I don't really need to add any more. But I'm going to, you know, put it on the wick. Put it around the candle. Just keep, you're gonna get you a little workout doing this. But I like to really seal in that oil. Really seal it in. Like I said, if you know how to, you know, play with a little penis, you should be able to do it. This ain't hard. It's a workout though. Shit, my man would have nutted by now. But all right, let me stop for real, because I'm really trying to be serious while I show y'all this. But I always gotta throw a little humor in there. I like to laugh. I like to joke. So you want to keep. This looks so bad. Oh my god! But you really want to keep. You want to keep putting it in there. You want to really get the oil up in there. All right, and as you can see, some of the oil is like inside of the cracks of the carvings. And like I said, I put the name of the business, I put her full name, full birthday, put an affirmation, and I'll even put symbols up here too regarding her business onto this candle. Put it on the bottom. Usually for follow-ups, unless it was a really bad burn, the first go round, if you plan on doing like a follow-up to kind of, you know, continue to put that energy out there, you really don't have to really do too much. Again, if the first one was a good burn, you should be all right. Damn, I didn't grab a paper towel. All right, so we're pretty much done with this part. All right, so we're done with that. Yes, that is in there. So this is my hands, nice and oily. I'm gonna go wipe this oil off. Had to wipe that oil off because next, hold on, because I like to stay clean. You know what? Y'all, excuse me, because I'm finna smudge. I'm in the mood to smudge. And I'm about to use my favorite combo. I'm about to smudge. I'm about to use some copal and some dragon's blood. So y'all about to see how I get this going real quick. I did not have this planned, but I just feel really called to just really uplift the energy around me in my space while I'm doing this. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna take my charcoal. I can actually kill two birds with one stone. Go ahead and show y'all how to smudge real quick using resins. I know y'all tired of using that damn sage. All right, so we gonna heat this up. Not with the fan on. Not with the fan on. All right. Ooh, spicy. All right, we're gonna get that hot and going. I could turn the fan back on now. All right, so you wanna get the charcoal nice and ashy. Also, while I'm doing this, if you would like to book a hoodoo ritual or any type of divination work, any type of candle divination work for yourself, you can shoot me an email at theuniversehoodoo@gmail.com. theuniversehoodoo@gmail.com. And that does come with free consultations for us to figure out what would be the best spell for your situation and what you're trying to do. So, hold on, I'm about to show y'all something. I usually rock this back and forth so the charcoal can get like that nice ash look. I'm gonna show y'all what I mean after it's doing it. So as you can see, you see how the black is going away a little bit? I usually like to do this until I see no more black on the charcoal. Baby. All right, so that's pretty much good enough. Let that sit for a second. I'm gonna take a little piece of dragon's blood. And I'm gonna take a piece of copal. But I really love to use this combination because as it's clearing and cleansing, it's also like uplifting the energy. So this is like my favorite combination to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on top of there and let that do its thing. Let that do its thing. Go ahead and get my hands. Yes. All right. So now that we got the candle all oiled up, you are going to add your herb mix. So I put what is in here. What you see is licorice, calamus, rose, bay leaf, chamomile, jasmine. And I actually added a little bit of my oil in here. So I took that and my mortar. You can get this mortar off of Amazon. That's where I got mine from. It didn't take too long to really like, it doesn't take really long to get it down like this. So we're going to take some of this. I'm gonna take some of the oil, some of the herbs, about to say the oil. Take some of the herbs, and you want to dress the candle with it. I've already blessed these herbs. Again, I did that off camera. I like to do my prayers and stuff off camera. Like that's just something that, just, if you know some prayers or if you want to just speak from the heart, just do that. But I am going to put these herbs all over the candle. A little bit up here I can use. This is actually really my favorite part. I love it. So you're going to keep doing that until pretty much the whole candle is covered. Higher self, and to the divine and loving gods and goddesses, may you please bless business. Allow her to have more business than she can keep up with, more money than she can count, to continue to be financially free. So we're going to continue to dress it up. Dress it up. All right. Yes, 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 yes. And we just gonna keep doing that. Just keep dressing it. And if you have leftover herbs, which you most likely will, because I always have leftovers, just put it into like a little mason jar or something. I like to put mine in a little mason jar, label it, save it for the next spell. Because we won't waste over here, boo. These herbs ain't cheap. They should add up. For real, though. So we're just going to keep doing that. Keep doing that. All right. So by the time you're done, hold on, make sure y'all can see. So when you're completely done, this is how the candle should look. Again, this is me doing like basic shit. Like this ain't even my best work, okay? But this is how the candle should look. You got all them herbs, got some sparkles in there that I added. I did add some glitter in there. So that's how it should look. That's why the oil part is really important. And honestly, if you don't have the herbs that I named, that I used, bro, like you can just use the oil. Like really, I could have just used that oil with the carvings and called it a day. But I wanted to use these herbs. I wanted to enhance the work. Oh, I also added cinnamon and nutmeg in here as well. I forgot to add those. I forgot to tell y'all I put that in here too. So I use licorice, calamus, rose, bay leaf, chamomile, jasmine, cinnamon, nutmeg. And yeah, that's everything I use. Everything I used. So now I'm just taking what's left over and just adding it to where I just want to. All right, but that's pretty much done. That's pretty much done. That's done. That's done. I'm gonna get into herbs and their meanings in a different. Oh, and I used I'm gonna put the herbs that I used in the description. I forgot I used bayberry as well. I put bayberry, but I'm gonna put all the herbs that I used in the description box, y'all. I could just in the description box. So after you're done with that, hold on, boo. Hold on. Ooh. So now I'm gonna place that down. Let me put that back. Ooh, child. You're gonna put that down. I'm really trying to learn how to do this on camera because I'm used to being in my zone, music playing, but I can't really do that because then YouTube gonna give me that note saying that I ain't authorized to play certain music and stuff in my videos. So y'all please just bear with me. Let me make sure y'all can see that. All right, so you have this. Now what I'm also gonna do is, now I can do it just like this without putting a petition underneath, but I'm gonna add a petition. I'm gonna add a petition to the bottom, and I'm gonna use some parchment paper. Now this is actually like, you can use like a little paper bag, like if you have that. The Botanica I went to, they already had these, so I asked them for an extra one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this and write on this. I'm about to show y'all. And we are back. So I'm gonna just cut this. And there's a lot of different ways you can write and do your petition, man. I can, again, that's all coming in future videos because there's a million different ways you can write your petition. All right, so I'm going to take the piece that I went ahead and cut off. Here's the other piece, because what I'm about to do is I'm gonna put one piece under the candle, and then I'm gonna take another piece and I'm gonna burn that petition for the behalf of my divine goddess. So I'm going to write her full name, her full birthday on this piece of paper, along with the same affirmation that I put on here, and just anything else that I want to add. So let me go ahead and do that.
And I'm also going to put the name of her business, just so her divine beloved spirit guides, they know what's up.
So after you're done writing the petition, you can either fold it towards you and put it down, or you can leave it open and just place it down. Or of course, if it's going to be something that you're drawing away from you, you can fold it away from you. That's really just a personal preference, just depending on what you want to do. For camera purposes, I am gonna fold it because I don't want y'all all in my people's business like that. So I'm gonna face it down, and then I'm gonna put the candle on top of the petition, right? I'm gonna take 2 white candles that are about this size. It can be bigger, it can be smaller, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna take 2 candles and make sure this is centered. Also too, when you're doing spell work, make sure you cleanse your plate each time before spell work, because you don't want any energy from any past spells getting on your recent spell. So I'm using white because white is for purification, and really you can use anything. Like white is like an empty canvas. You can put any type of intention into a white candle. I'm more so thinking of purification, uplifting energy, peace, because that's what I want her to have in her business. I want her business to be pure. I want her to feel pure with running her business. I want her to feel positive energy while she's running her business. If you, I can put the camera on me at this point. If you're trying to run your business and you're just mentally, emotionally, and spiritually just all over the place, that's going to take a toll on your business. So I'm using these 2 white candles, and I'm actually going to put them on the side of the green candle because that's the energy I want for her business. I'm putting that good energy surrounding her business, blocking any negativity, anybody that may be wishing harm or bad on her business. Nah, boo, we ain't got time for that. So that's really what the white, hold on. Okay. So that's pretty much what the white candles are going to represent for this spell work. And I'm going to put it on the sides of the candle like such. Actually, what I'm going to do is, and this is actually a good thing. This is like a little tip that you can use. So as you can see, that candle isn't trying to stay. So what I'm going to do is, damn, that damn fan is on. And I'm going to keep smudging in here too after the candle is lit. So what you can do is, if you have a candle that's acting like real stubborn and acting like it doesn't want to stay, you can go ahead, burn the bottom of it. Get the bottom right. And then stick it. All right. Now, if it needs to be stuck just a little more, hold because I want to make sure I'm not burning the petition. Boom. All right. This one is pretty much staying on its own, so I ain't going... No, I'm going to put her down too. Fuck it. And again, this is a follow-up on a Better Business spell that one of my divine goddesses, she just wanted to, you know, a little refresher. She's been on vacation. She loved how the first one went, so she just wants that positive energy when she, you know, goes back into work. Now, you can put herbs and stuff on the bottom of this. You can put crystals. One thing that I meant to add as well, what I did was before I even did anything with the candle, far as pray over it, do any of that stuff, what I ended up doing was I took some pyrite and I stuck it underneath the candle, and I had this green candle charging on top of this pyrite. Pyrite is really good to draw in money, abundance, you know, just that overall, you know, green energy. So I had it charging on here for like, damn, when did she hit me up? I had it charging up here for a few days. I'm not even gonna lie, it was a few days. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this same crystal and I'm just gonna put it under the plate. Now, this is something that I really wanna add because some people sleep on this part. One of the most, hold on, because y'all can put it back on me now. One of the most important parts in doing spell work is not the herbs. Damn, I feel like y'all can't. It's not the herbs, not the oils, not none of that. It's actually the prayer. Like you really putting in that deep, deep, deep. I'm actually putting the herbs that are left over. I'm putting it back in my mortar. Actually, no, let me do it this way. Let me take what's in here and put it. Dang. Let me put it on there. Cleanse that out, and then I'm going to take, this is the one, yeah, this is the one I had it in before. Take one of my mason jars. It's really the prayer. I honestly, my prayers are very powerful. That's why my spell work works so fucking fast, because I know what the fuck to say. But it's very, I don't want to do it on camera. And I know y'all probably salty. I might do one in the future to put y'all on the prayers that I use. But damn, y'all want me to get y'all everything, huh? Ooh. Yeah, we gonna use this. You can use this for other work. I can use it. I can use these same herbs, honestly, for like a road opener. I don't do money spells. I used to, but money spells to me are so fucking pointless, bro. Like, you better off just doing a road opener. Either a road opener or like something specific, like you want to bless your business or whatever. But if you want something in particular, I would just say do a road opener and just tell spirit you need the money for XYZ. But I wouldn't do a money spell, and the reason why I don't is because just based on my own experience and the experience that I've seen of other people. So yeah, you're just gonna put that into a mason jar, label it, and, you know, put it up for, you know, future work. But one thing I've realized with people that do that kind of work is like they'll get the money and then you right back at square one. Like, there's no longevity with money spells unless you take that money and do something, you know, whatever with it. But money spells to me are just kind of pointless. I'd rather just do a road opener. Again, just my own preference. I'm gonna cleanse this out. Actually put it right there. All right, so before I don't need to do it for this one, but sometimes I'll leave out offerings on the behalf of my divine gods or goddesses. I may leave out an offering or something. I'm not going to do all that this go round. It's not called this go round. Like all work is done differently. Like, not all spell work is done the same way. But this spell, being that it's a follow-up, and I did all that extra stuff with her first one, and she just wanted, you know, just just that blessing. I don't need to do all that this go around for her. So really, we're done. What I'm about to do next is put some meditation music on that has to do with this particular spell. And I'm going to put very strong intention into this spell. And then what I do is I email my divine gods or goddess, whoever I'm doing the work for, and I give them a prayer to say while I'm doing the work for them. It ain't got to be at that very moment if they're doing something, but sometime during that day or just on a continuous basis, I give the prayer that they can say. So this is pretty much done. There's like a lot of different ways you can do a better business spell. I just wanted to show you like this a basic one. So this is pretty much it. Like I said, you're gonna pray. I'm gonna pray over it, put strong intention, and I'm gonna watch it burn. Far as what I do after you do spell work, to dispose of it, you can either, usually I either throw it out, I either throw it in the trash, or you can throw it out into nature. And when you're throwing it out, just let, you know, the spirits guys know. What the fuck is that on my... The fuck was that? You know, just thank the divine spirits for being with you during that time. Thank you for their guidance during your spell work, and throw the items away. But that's usually how I like to dispose, and then just cleanse. I like to cleanse before and of course cleanse after, because you want to just remove all that space. Yeah. But that's pretty much what we did. Like I said, I will put the herbs that I used down in the description box. I feel like I was all over the place with that. But I used chamomile, jasmine, bay leaf, rose, calamus, licorice, cinnamon, nutmeg. Yep, and I'm gonna put that in the description box. So even if you don't even have all of those, you can, those are just some herbs you can use. Oh, and clove. See, this is why I gotta put this shit down in the description box. Oh my God, I use clove as well. Even if you don't have all of those herbs, even if you have some of them, that'll work as well. I will say, if you're gonna use cinnamon, like the spice, not the cinnamon stick, but actual cinnamon, the powder, or nutmeg, or any type of spice, please be mindful not to get a lot on the plate, because when that candle is burning and it's done, it's going to catch those spices on fire, and it's like burning up hot like fire. Like, it's going to get lit. Don't do that, because you're going to fuck up your spell work even doing that, because then now you got to put it out before you burn your damn house down or your space down. Make sure you're being mindful of the herbs you're using around the candle. That's why if you are going to use a spice or whatever, mix it in with the herbs, so then when you're putting it on the candle, by the time it even gets to the bottom, you're not even really going to have to worry about all that. Unless the candle does explode, that's a different meeting. If it has nothing to do with the actual herbs and your candle explodes, that's a different candle read that I'll get into in a different video when I talk about, you know, reading a candle. But that's pretty much it. Those are the herbs that I used. Again, it's all about the prayer. I don't want to do that on camera, because I just feel like that's just, it's very sacred. It's very, very sacred, and I get very personal. So I don't get too deep into that. But I did tell y'all the affirmation that I use. I now earn more business than I can keep up with. Even if you want to continue to say that over and over and just chant it over and over, shit, that can be your prayer. That right there is powerful. That's being very specific on what it is you want. So usually I'll put flowers and do extra stuff. You'll see me do that and work in the future. Just for now, we just gonna do the candles, call it a day. Like I said, this is just a follow-up. I just wanted to show y'all the herbs and just how I, you know, for the most part, prep my candles. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put it in the comment box. If you guys would like to contact me for a free consultation for hoodoo work, divination work for yourself, please email me at theuniversehoodoo@gmail.com. Like I said, the consultations are free. If you want to move forward, I give pricing and all of that then. So see you guys next time, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. Peace.